And hello everyone, welcome to another edition of the Red October Network. Thank you for viewing today. It's about midnight on September 3rd, 2012. Anyways, just wanted to make a vlog real quick about the movie season. Obviously, a report just came out today that this summer was one of the worst summers for moviegoers. Almost in 20 years, it was very underperforming. And there were a few good movies like The Avengers and The Dark Knight Rises and some other stuff, and Ted. But really, there wasn't a lot of money brought in. Now, I think there's obvious things that are probably popping in your head. I'm going to try to disintegrate them. First of all, the whole murderers thing where that guy went in and Dark Knight Rises and played the Joker and murdered a bunch of people. That really wasn't, that was very symbolic of the way the movie industry has gone, but it totally wasn't bad. I think the main reason why it was so bad is the economy is bad. Now, when people like me are struggling to make ends meet, we don't go out to the movies. We'd rather go to Redbox or something and pay $1 to get our free rentals. And that's really something where you don't see it. People cut back when the economy is bad. And there's always this thing about the old motion picture industry's night at the movies, but it just doesn't work anymore. It used to be good that you could go and see a movie and pay $2 for popcorn, $1.50 for a drink. Now it's like you have to see it in 3D, so you have to pay $14 for a movie ticket to see a movie once. $14, just completely irrelevant and obnoxious, and that the movie industry expects us to pay this much. And yeah, 3D is cool, but I gotta tell you something. The camera I'm taping on is 3D, and I have made my money back already on 3D. But it's really nothing special. The 3D video you see on here is, it's a perk, but whatever happens, just going to the movie and not having to wear glasses. And there's also this kind of ignorant belief that you have to go buy popcorn. The popcorn tastes like shit, and the Coke is 90% ice. It costs $7. A night at the movies is very expensive. I gotta tell you something. If you have a family of 4, you could probably, if you see 2 movies in the summer, you could buy a 5-ounce bar of silver. Probably. You will spend literally almost $200. You're better off with the silver. I know with Redbox, for example, I get things for free rentals. I don't need that many movies. Heck, I have a backlog. We have a store, it's called Half Price Books, and I can get all the movies I want and spend $20. That's the problem. I don't want to see a movie first run. It's too damn expensive. There's a movie theater called the Maxi Saver up in Century Square near my house, where they kind of put it in between the new movies and the video release. They only charge $1 for matinee. Even the matinees are like $6. The popcorn's terrible, the candy's overpriced, but yet you cannot bring your own food into a cinema. I'm sorry, but... And the fact is, too, that, with these actors, we have 100 million people who are unemployed right now in this country, yet do you really want to go and put more money in Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman and all those guys? Do you want to put more money in their pocket? They don't deserve the money. Yeah, they're special, but they're not that special. And so, I know it seems like it's a little bit of a disgrace. And yeah, movies are expensive, but you have to wonder why. People BitTorrent stuff, and it's not much better when you get to DVD. It's like $20 for the DVD and $30 for the Blu-ray, but a year from now it's a super special director's cut, extended edition, collector's whatever, and you have to buy the same damn movie again. It's irrelevant, okay? I go to Half Price Books, I go to my used store. I mean, even though they're oh jeez. Well, there's a fire engine. Oh well. Anyways, did you hear that? But if you think about it, I mean, it's just completely irrelevant. I mean, movies are not worth what they used to be, and now they're all crap. All they talk about is they swear, they have dirty humor, they have sex. It's like, if you want to watch that kind of stuff, go and get a porno flick. It's terrible, and I can see no improvement as long as the economy is in the shitter. I personally like going to see small level actors. I went to Penn State, and I can tell you that the little independent shows where you pay $5 are much better than the movies that you go to in the theater. Theaters suck. Theaters, the seats are uncomfortable. Imagine how many beer farts that are in there. And these movies and they're generically bad. And think about it. If the movies weren't bad, how come they had to recreate Total Recall? And they're recreating, Star Trek. They rebooted the James Bond franchise. They're trying to reboot Rocky. They're trying to reboot all this stuff, and it's like, you can't come up with any original ideas, and it's a problem. Okay, it is. So, yeah, I mean, you have to be thinking that somehow, these movie industry people, they need to wake up, because, when people don't show up, but then they go out and they say, well, we're going to raise ticket prices again. We're going to go after the file shares. Alright, the reason why people file share your material is because it ain't worth buying in the first place. Okay? And, media in general, I mean, I think one day we'll see just one movie company and one record company, own everything, and then they can kind of scalp forever. I mean, it's already a monopoly, per se, and, and you would expect in this kind of economy that people would like to be able to sit in a theater with the air conditioning on and catch a movie. I mean, and to boot with that, now LCD TVs are so cheap. You can get a 54-inch TV for $1,000. Hell, you know what? That's 10 trips to the movies. People do that in 1 year. You might as well buy the big frickin' TV and get a 1080p. Yeah, so anyways, we're gonna cut it there. So for now, I hope everybody liked the Isaac videos. Isaac's going to be coming our way here in Pittsburgh. So leave your comments. Yeah, enjoy. By the way, I would like to meet up with somebody in Pittsburgh. I want to do a video with another vlogger here in Pittsburgh. So if anybody's like really interested, hit me up. We'll meet at like a mall or something. We'll do a little tape. That'd be awesome. So anyways, have a good evening or good morning or whatever.